Okay, it's time for another short Final Fantasy VI low-level challenge video. So, in the last episode, which I think is episode 6, but forget the numbers, the important thing is last episode we got out of the Magitech factory and we defeated the Cranes, and then we discovered Terra's entire backstory, how her parents met, and she was born in the Esper world, and all of that good stuff. And so for this episode, it'll probably only be an hour or so because I do have to go to work tonight. But so what I want to do is I want to cover over, so where do you go next in the story from here? Now, if you play the game, you already know, but I'm considering that while I do this low-level challenge, there may be people who still don't know this game. It's quite possible there are people in this world who have not played Final Fantasy VI, which is a tragedy, but then again, there are people who have not played chess, and that game has been around for millennia, I think. It's complicated. There's a deep history there. Okay, so here's what is going to happen here. So right now, I'm on the Veldt is where I had left off, I guess, and I forgot what I was doing on the Veldt. But what I think is important is that from here, where you have to go after you get access to the airship, is that in order to get past the Imperial base to get to the Esper Cave, we have to go back to the city of Narshe, right where you started the game. And you couldn't do much because the guards were chasing Terra, and then there was the whole fight with Kefka and everything. Okay, so I'm going to just save right outside this town here. And then I'm just going to go into the little training facility. And I'm going to... Okay, so we just healed our characters. Did I get the items here? It looks like I did get this stuff here. Yeah, in fact, I can always check because all I have to do is go to the map here. And it looks like, oh yeah, there are chests that I have not obtained in the city of Narshe. And so here's what we're actually going to do here. It's important because I'm also collecting the items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside the town. Okay. And then as I go to the gate of the city, the guard is going to come out. He's going to take me to the elder's house. And the elder is going to ask Terra to communicate with the Espers. Oh, you're here. The people of Narshe have finally decided to fight the Empire. I thought they decided that a long time ago. Oh, right, not the Narshe people, the returners, but the Narshe people are pacifists. How did things go in Vector? Okay, I see. We've been trying to work out a plan to make use of Narshe's resources and Figaro's machinery, but we just don't have enough troops to storm the Empire. We have no choice but to open the sealed gate. You mean the gate to the Esper world? We'll never beat the Empire without their help. The sealed gate lies to the Empire's east. When we open it, the Espers can attack from there while we launch an invasion from the north. An attack on two fronts. We must re-establish the bond of trust that once existed between humans and Espers. The Espers must be made to understand, and there is only one among us who can make them. They all look at Terra. No pressure, Terra. If humans and Espers were truly incompatible, I would never have been born. I'll do it. I'm the only one who can. Okay, I guess that's settled then. So this is interesting. So okay, so we got through that little scene there. There's an elixir in the mayor's house there. Guess there's nothing of much importance here. I'm going to collect some chests that I know about. Also, while we're here, let's stop in the relic shop. If we need to buy any more relics, if we have the money. Let's see. We've got the earrings, we got the sniper's eye, we got the Herm sandals. We don't need any more relics. We don't right now. So that's fine. Okay. So if you go over here, okay, so here is a wolf that was taking stuff out of chests. I mean, that's fine. We can share the treasure, but a lot of these chests are empty. But for the sake of the game registering that we got the chests, it's important to open them anyway, even if some of them are going to be empty. And let's check here. Okay, so I got all 10 chests in the city of Narshi, so that's good. Now I know. Okay, so there's another hidden item somewhere in the city of Narshi, and I'm trying to think where it is. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I don't know the location of absolutely everything. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I got it. It was in the Arvis's house, the clock. So I got all the hidden items, and yeah, there were 3 hidden items and 10 chests. So now I have obtained all of those things in the city of Narshi. So that wasn't so hard. So now here's the funny thing about this, is that once you've talked to the elder, you can actually go to the sealed gate. You can totally do that if you want. Now, there is one other thing that I definitely want to show before we run off to the sealed gate. I'm going to show you something really kind of weird here. Okay, so this is called Triangle Island, and in fact, I'm pretty sure they call it Triangle Island because it's shaped sort of like a triangle. So when you come here, let's see, do I even have the encounters on? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So sometimes you will find a leaf bunny, and leaf bunny is kind of a common thing, and it doesn't take much to wipe out a leaf bunny. But if you walk on this triangle island, you will occasionally encounter a monster known as Intanger. Okay, let's see here. So we'll just do regular attacks, and we will do our Aspiran Rage. I mean, why not? Regular attacks, Aspiran. These enemies are not hard to deal with at all. But what I'm doing here is I'm walking on triangle. Okay, there he is. What you do here is you don't try to fight the thing. Don't try to fight. Remember, our characters are like levels 6 and 7 now. So you can't. I mean, yes, you probably can defeat it, but not without strategy. In fact, one of my personal challenges is to show beating Intanger with low-level characters. So I know it can be done, but you need some preparation because it's invisible, so you can't use physical attacks. But if you use magical attacks to get rid of its invisibility, then it will start hitting you with meteor and weird stuff like that. It's an extremely powerful monster, but I'm just warning you, without a really strong strategy, you're gonna really get wiped out. And there was one strategy I saw that used the debilitator, but I don't have that because you have to steal that from the right crane, and I didn't steal it in that boss fight because that I didn't want to waste time. I just wanted to get through the boss fight. But there's another strategy I have in mind to do that. But now, most importantly here, we've talked to the elder. So after you talk to the elder, one thing you can do is you can come back to this Imperial base here, and you'll find that the guards are gone. That's odd, there aren't any guards. Okay, so all of the guards are gone, which is kind of interesting. And that you can go in this building, but part of the problem is you can't. This door is locked. There is a way to unlock that door, but we won't be able to do that yet. There's a very specific thing you have to do to unlock that door. It involves talking to the Emperor in just the right way, but that could be a spoiler alert, so I'm not going to get into that. Not yet, anyway. Let's see here. Let's see, I want to see here, is there anything? Yeah, well, anyway, I guess the main thing to do right here is we need to go through here, and once you get across this bridge, then we are just outside the Esper Cave. Okay. And for whatever odd reason, Gao is still blind, but that's not a problem. So here in the Esper Cave, here's the thing that's really important. Now remember, we have experience is 0, encounters is on, and then so everything's good. So because we need encounters on, but we need experience to be 0, because there are some monsters we need to encounter here. And here, now, look at this. I want to show you, here's where we're going to start using holy water. Yeah, okay, there we are. And Phoenix Downs as well. Now, holy water and Phoenix Downs wipe out the undead things. Now, this thing, the Antares, it's not actually undead, so you have to like use an actual regular attack on that one. But that's not really too hard to do. So you do have to use your regular attacks on some of these monsters. But the key thing is for the bestiary, we need to encounter these things because I skipped over them in my last playthrough. So so Terra just learned regen because I have Espers equipped here. So the cool thing about the Esper Cave is that we are kind of getting it into the advanced stages of the game here. And let me check the time. Yeah, I don't have that much time. I really only have a few minutes. I have some things I need to do, but a little bit stage is at a time here. So we're going to want to here's the idea is that you use either holy water or Phoenix Downs, and they don't cost that much. And when you do that, it just completely wiped out the undead monsters, just like with the Phantom Train. And this way, you don't have to actually have strong characters because you can just use these items and then you can completely just wipe them out. That's what's so nice about it. And from time to time, you're going to need to heal your characters. So, and we may as well use Terra to recover their hit points occasionally, since she can use magic. and we're trying to collect the chests here. Okay, yeah. Now we're seeing zombie dragons and outcasts. It's really kind of crazy here. But what's cool about this is that we're getting our AP, so our characters are learning spells. And all we're doing is using items and just destroying all of these enemies. Most of them are undead. There's going to be a few that are not undead. But yeah, and see this part here is really insane. And see, I may have to come back for certain things here. This is because this is a very crazy area. And see, the random encounters, they kind of make it annoying. I can turn random encounters off, but it's also just one of the best ways for your characters to just like learn lots of spells. So this is actually one of the best places for your characters to learn spells because you get a high amount of AP for this, and there's items to collect. So we may not collect everything in one go necessarily, but it's just generally a good idea to fight some enemies here. Yeah, these things are easy because all you got to do is use the items on them. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Yeah, go learn vanish. So yeah, see the thing. Okay, so the thing about low level games is that it's kind of grindy. You know what I'm saying? It's time consuming. So obviously, I'm not going to record an entire big long episode where I'm fighting all the enemies but I want to at least show you. You talk to the elder, you get to the Esper Cave, and here we do that. You see how that is? After you pull that, yeah, you fall down, but then over here, and now I just had another encounter. How sad. But you see, I am progressing through the Esper Cave. That's the important thing. Yeah, okay, then this item, Genji Glove. That Genji Glove is really important. Because remember that the Genji Glove lets you equip two swords at once. And that's going to come in handy much later on in the game because there's some really good swords that you can use in this game. And one of them is, in fact, in this cave. Now, you can't use it while your characters are low level because its damage is actually based off of your level and your current hit points. So, oops, we have this encounter with a ninja. So, yeah, that's okay. Let's see. Well, first of all, let's use Cure and then let's use the Aspiran Rage. Oh, oh no, I can't act. Oh, I forgot. I can't actually cure my characters that way. I forgot all about that. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. But we have Drill and then we have Aspirant Rage. So we got Gigavolt. Okay, so we wiped the thing out anyway. So we defeated that ninja. That's not bad. So we defeated that thing, and then we'll pull this one, and then that means here we are. Hey, look, we have a save point, and because there is a save point, that means we can use a tent and recover all of our characters. All right. So I'm going to save at this save point. Okay, and then there's a tent, just like I just used a tent. So this is actually a good place to stop. because the idea here is we've made it to the Esper Cave, and it will take some time to actually go through because I'm going to collect all of the items. In fact, what I may do is I may collect the items before I start the next stream, just because that will save some time, if you know what I'm saying. Because I don't need to show you the process of collecting every single item in this cave. But I at least I've shown you how to get to the cave already. So I've already gotten this far, and that's important. So yeah, this is actually a really good place to stop this playthrough here. So thanks for watching. This wasn't meant to be very long or anything, but you see I've already made it to the Esper Cave, and Terra's level 6. I got characters level 6 and 7. The low level game is actually progressing quite smoothly, and we're almost near the end of the World of Balance. So I'm going to be progressing through like the hard boss fights later on, and it's going to have to get very creative because low level games, the boss fights are a lot harder. It's one of the hardest challenges in video game history to try to do a low level playthrough through the whole game of Final Fantasy VI. Will I succeed? I don't know. I don't know how far I can get without leveling up my characters, but I've made it further than I ever could as a kid. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.